Hey guys, welcome to Unfold Data Science. My name is Aman and I am a data scientist. In this video, I am going to tell you how can you create your own personalized data cleaning toolkit. When I say data cleaning toolkit, I just want to tell you a module just like pandas and numpy that you can import just like pandas and numpy, and you can use it based on what is the functionality that you want to perform. For example, if I give you a new file to analyze, right? So you will do import pandas as pd, you will say pd.read_csv. Now these two things you have to do in all the scripts you are writing where you are importing a new CSV file. Maybe as a next step, you want to see what is the number of rows and number of columns in this new data. So you will say pandas.shape or df.shape, right? Number of rows and number of columns. Similar to these examples, there are some of the functionalities in data cleaning that we as a data analyst or we as a data scientist do in almost all the use cases. So can we create a personalized, specific to us toolkit and use that toolkit so that we are saved from writing similar lines of code in all our analysis or all our work? Okay, so guys, first of all, I will tell you what is my toolkit or how I have created it. Okay, so I have a toolkit which I use mostly in all the use cases that I do. What that toolkit does, it has certain functions. I am going to talk about 6 to 7 functions at high level which helps me in doing my repetitive task. Okay, some of the functions, guys. First function I want to tell you here, many a times we want to convert the data type. So if it's a string, maybe we want to convert it to integer or vice versa or something else, right? So every time we want to do it, we have to write that in one liner saying convert it, all those things, right? So I have written a function for that where I will pass data frame, column name, source type, target type. Okay, so this will convert my column without any issues, and I no need to write the same repetitive line every time. Okay, second thing I want to do here is I have a data frame, then obviously I would want to see how many rows, how many columns, what are the column names, what are the data types of these columns. So if I want to do this again and again for different analysis, right, I have to write the same logic again and again. Number of rows, number of columns, give me the column names, give me the data type of all the columns. I have taken all these things, put it in a function, as and when needed I just call that function. In one place I get all the snapshot of the data. Okay, these are a couple of examples. Third example, what can we have is I want to see in one shot what is the missing value percentage in the different columns, right? And if there are some columns which is passing the threshold of missing value, just return me name of those columns. I don't want to do the manual analysis. I have write that in a Python function. I give data frame, column name, what is the data frame and what is the threshold I am looking for, not the column name. It will give me all the columns where missing value percentage is above that threshold. Once I have the list of the columns, then based on my understanding of data, based on my understanding of business, I want to do imputation. The imputation logic also I have put in a separate function in my toolkit where I will say take this column of this data frame and imputation strategy is equal to something. Okay, so that will be taken there and it will return me the imputed column or new column. Okay, so new data frame. Now you can make it more smart or more sophisticated like the way I have written. You can keep a backup of your original data also in all these steps maybe, and you can keep a record in a log file like what you are doing or what you have done. So many things can be added. I am just telling you at high level what all these are doing. Okay, so these are some of the functions, and missing value imputation also you can do through a separate function. What is the percentage of outlier in your columns? You can write that logic in a separate function, call that function. Every time you need that from your toolkit you can call. You can just have a percentage of outlier in all your columns. Every time you want to treat outlier, it may be a different strategy for different columns based on the distribution probably, right? So you do not want to do the same way of outlier treatment for all the columns. You may want to have a different strategy for column A, column B, etc. Why don't you write in a modular way in a function, data frame, column name, what is your strategy? It will return you the imputed or treated data frame. So these are some of the examples of different functions, that 6-7 examples I gave you, different functions that I have put in my toolkit. I import that toolkit as and when needed, as and when, because these are the repetitive steps, right? As and when needed, I will use that in my code and I will just work with that, and these will keep improving. I mean, I will keep changing, keep adding my functions also, and keep editing my existing functions also, because previously I was not storing the logs anywhere, but logs are needed, so I just write in a file. I just give the time stamp when I am writing that, I just write it. Okay, so this is about how I am doing it, guys, but you might be doing in a different way. For example, you might be doing some natural language analysis or some other kind of use case where different strategy for data cleaning might be needed. You can take this similar kind of approach, not exactly the same functions, not exactly the same way, similar kind of approach where you can write your repetitive code cleaning activities, data cleaning activities in a separate file, call that your toolkit, just like pandas, import it, use it, and keep improving that toolkit. Okay, keep adding new things, keep improving your existing things. So you will see that with time you will have a very good module with you, which you can call your hyper personalized toolkit developed by you, that you can talk in interview, you can put in your GitHub, you can tell to other people about it. Okay, so one more thing, guys, I am throwing out a competition to all of you. Whoever writes the best toolkit, right, I'll reward them with something. Okay, that's my commitment to you. So just try to write a very good toolkit, and in a good coding structure, share it with me. I will just go through your toolkits, whichever I find the best I will announce on my channel, and if you want I can talk to you live on the channel as well, and obviously I'm going to reward you with something. Okay, so just go ahead and do this, guys. Please hit a thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done yet. I'll see you all in the next video, guys. Wherever you are, stay safe and take care.